Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So, Dragapult and Dusknoir, the tournament winning deck. We're going to take a closer look today at this top tier current meta deck. And we're going to actually jump into a ranked match or two maybe as well to just see how to actually play this game and what makes it so good. Now, in case anyone is new to these kind of a current tournament season winning decks. Now, Dragapult EX is very, very broken to say the least, right? The main engine here is to ideally bring out Dreepy and then ideally Dragcloak as quick as possible. Dragcloak brings the ability Recon Directive, which allows us to look at the top two cards of our deck and then put one of them in the hand and the other one at the bottom of the deck, right? So this is one of the engines, right? Eventually going into Dragapult EX, which is going then to be able with Phantom Dive to hit 200 on the active Pokemon and place further 6 damage counters on your opponent's active benched Pokemon in any way you like. So with that, you might be, under specific circumstances, be able to eliminate 2 Pokemon at once. Now we're going to pair this up with Dusknoir and of course Dusclops, right? These are due to the ability Cursed Blast, able to sacrifice themselves and then be able to place damage counters on the opponent's Pokemon, right? Alongside cards like Havlucha, who also has the Fly and Entry ability, which allows us to damage 2 Pokemon on the opponent's side with 10 damage counters each. So if the opponent has something like, for example, Fazan DPT EX, right, that's an ideal setup, right? We could throw out Havlucha, damage the opponent's Fazan DPT who sits on the bench, for example, then use something like Boss's Orders, for example, or depending on the prize card count, use Counter Catcher, bring Fazan DPT EX to the front, and then be able to one-shot it using our Dragapult EX. Right, that's so much so in theory. We're also running 2 copies of Budew. Obviously, this is the most disruptive baby Pokemon currently in the game. And as for energies, we're also running the Special Energy Neo Upper Energy. This one will provide 2 energies for a stage 2. So ideally, equipping our Dragapult with this is going to be the best way, right? So that's as far as the setup goes. Now, I'm going to be including the deck list down below in the video description, right? So check that one out. So let's jump into a match without further ado. Let's actually see what we're capable of doing here. We're still unranked, currently sitting on Goldengo rank. Let's go. First match. And one opponent has been found. All right, let's see. Okay, so we've won the coin flip. We're actually going to go first. Let's see what this one's going to give us turn 1, actually. All right, so we already do have baby Pokemon here. We could come out with Ursaluna, which would be a good starting position. Bring out Latias, Dreepy, and maybe Fazan DPT EX. I'm actually feeling this could be a good setup because that way we have ourselves already a solid field. All right, I can already see what the opponent's playing. The opponent's most likely playing with N's Zoroark. This is going to be the tactic he's going to be running here. I'm pretty sure of it anyways. But we'll see. We're going to end our turn. We're not going to be able to do pretty much anything here since we do not have any draw support. Buddy Puffin, yeah, alright. He's going to be able to draw 2 basic Pokemons. And as I've expected, ends Zoroark, so that basically means Zoroark is coming in. Zoroark has the ability called Trade, which allows it to draw 2 cards in trade of dropping one of his own cards from his hand to the discard pile. So that's going to be an interesting strategy. Ends Zoroark is going to be utilizing Pokemon's attacks from his side. So, oh, this is good. Lily's Determination. This is awesome. We're going to drop the Luminous Energy back into the deck. We're drawing 8 cards. This is good. We already have Dragcloak there. Nice, nice, nice. We could be going with Pokepad here, actually. Let's actually go into his Recon Drive first. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. bringing forth Duskull. This is going to be the play. Now, we want to set up Dusknoir here. So we want to be able to bring this bad boy onto the field. Pokepad could allow us to grab one copy of him. Yeah, let's see. He's not going to be able to... Well, he is. Technically, he is going to be able to attack the turn after because he has Zoroark. So that could be interesting. That could be interesting. You know what? Let's actually go for Dusclops here. We're gonna chill this turn actually, and give this one here. I do hope he doesn't come out with boss's orders. I do hope he doesn't. I don't really want to play Iono just now. I just want to chill for one moment because when he plays Zoroark, he's not going to be able to defeat my Ursaluna in any event. Lily's Determination. Alright, sure. Drawing 8 cards. He will usually try to play Zekrom on his side of the field. End's Castle allows him to retreat his Pokemon, which are End's Pokemon, without any retreat cost. So that's going to be interesting. Let me see real quick. Flame Body Cannon is the attack he's going to have here. Let's see. Trade, of course, that's the ability he's using. Dropping 1 card to the discard pile and drawing 2 cards instead. Alright, he's picking an action to choose. Nice. Nice. I was hoping nothing like that would happen. And it did happen. It did happen. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. We do have Jamming Tower here. So do you know what? We're actually going to do following here. Does anything here have free retreat costs? Yes. This is it. We're going to bring this boy to the front. Bring out Dusclops. First up, we're going to throw out Iono. We're going to use Fazan DPTX next. We do have Dracloak here. Come on, bro. This one is it. Nice. Okay. Let's actually draw 3 cards first. Using our Flip the Script ability. Nice. We have Buddy Buddy Puffin. We're going to throw out 1 more Dreepy onto the field. Very nice. Like so. We're going to get ourselves... The problem is now we do not have another energy here. Okay, we do have a Psychic energy, but this is not going to help us a lot currently. Let's go with this. Grab ourselves Dusknoir actually. So we do have a Pokemon ready here for the next turn. We could actually retreat and drop something else to the front to actually be able to attack and then one-shot his Armantia and maybe the turn after using Dusknoir. That could be one possible turn. Alright, but we're going to stick with the way we are just now and we're going to end our turn. We're not going to be able to do much here. Let's see if he has something to retreat his Darmanitan. If he doesn't have anything to retreat this bad boy here, then he's actually kind of stuck. If he does have anything to retreat, then he's going to be able to one-shot our Pokemon here again. Trade. Dropping 1 card, drawing 3 cards. Wait a minute. Reversal energy, huh? Interesting. Artson. He's going to be able to seek out from his deck cards. Lily's Determination, drawing 6 cards. If you drop Lily's Determination turn 1 when you have a full price card setup, then you're going to be able to essentially draw 8 cards instead. Okay, yeah, he beat us. He beat us very disgustingly. Very disgustingly. Now, End's Zoroark is very tough to defeat, actually. If you're going second or first, doesn't really matter. Because we're trying to set up our field, and we need to get rid of this card here in order to be able to do something. So this is just now a problem which we have. We're going to throw out Flip the Script. Let's see if we can make this work. We do have Hilda. If we can bring out 2 of them, that would be good. Let's quickly see. Ultra Ball. We do have Ultra Ball. We do have Dusknoir. Let's actually throw him onto the field. Ursaluna is going to be done for the turn after. If we then attack with Dusknoir as well, we're losing 3 prize points. I do not see how we can win this match anymore, to be honest. Iono would be good, right? He would be able to draw 4 cards instead. Pokeball could give us 1 Dragcloak, actually. Let's actually throw out Hilda. Let's get this boy and this boy onto the field. Since he's poisoned, it's actually pretty good for us. Now, he's going to use the ability again, 100% to defeat us here. That's just the play he's going to do, since he has Darmanitan on the field. We cannot get rid of him. Let's see. There is no way we're going to get rid of this guy. No way on earth. We're going to concede this round. Unfortunate first loss. Let's jump into a second match. All right, next round. Let's do this. Dragapult and Dusknoir. All right, match has been found. All right, let's go first again. Carla Mart, 1992. Let's see if this one's going to be better than the previous round. All right, we do have Budew. That's actually pretty good. We do have Monkey Dory. Adrena Brain is going to be very useful. Let's actually wait. Let's see what we're able to pick up here. Oh, we're playing against the same setup. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, we do have an edge here. Since we're starting first, we're going to be able to actually... and we do have Budew. For the next turn is going to be interesting. Let's bring all of these to the field. And end our turn for now. This is interesting now. So we're playing against the exact same setup. Interesting to see whether he's also playing with Dusknoir, so the classical meta setup currently, or if he's playing... Oh yeah, he's gonna do double the damage there. 20 damage. Jamming Tower, sure. He's going to attack. I don't think he has anything... Oh, he doesn't have anything else on his hand, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Do you know what? Let's do this one here. Setting ourselves up for a guaranteed Dragcloak. Like so. Then we're going to throw out Iono. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. We do have Luminous Energy. Sure. Let's grab ourselves another one. So we do have 2 on this setup here. Utilize the ability ×2. Recon Drive. Okay. Latias is interesting. And then let's do this. We do have Counter Catcher. Let's grab a second one of those. Yeah, alright. Don't know what happened there. I think the game just bugged out, but it doesn't really matter. So Latias is there. We do have Luminous Energy. We could be using it this turn to actually build him up. We're going to keep it on our hand, and we're going to prevent the opponent from using any item cards the next turn. Budew is actually preventing the opponent from using item cards, in case you guys didn't know this. So, let's see what he's going to do. I like the way they added the recent effects here on top. This is awesome. Okay, that's cool. He's setting himself up. Budew is able to actually attack the turn after again. If he's evolving his Dreepy now to Dragcloak, he's not going to be able to be ready before us. So using Dragapult EX deck is usually a go in first deck. Usually, right? Let's see. We're going to go for Luminous Energy here. Let's see. Let's actually go for the Recon Drive first. We do have Night Stretch. Loving it. Loving every second. So that's exactly why we also did the Ultra Ball previously, because we wanted to set up a possible Night Stretcher play. We're obviously going to throw this bad boy to the active position, use another Recon Drive there. We do have another psychic energy. We're actually, do you know what? We're actually going to keep this setup the way it is. And we're going to attack. We're going to get rid of his Duskle. Nice and easy. So it's not going to be able to do any kind of damage to us. Oh my goodness. I do hate sometimes that there is no like one-way click in the Pokemon you want to do to target and then placing all the damage counters on it. Alright, that's 2 points done. We do have Dusclops. That's just cheating. That is just straight up cheating, guys. So we could actually do him very dirty the next turn. Okay, he conceded. GG. We've won the match. 1-1. Alright, climbed up ranks. So let's jump on to the next one. We're on Hondomon ranks now. Okay, let's go. Next match. Alright, nice. We're going first again. We've won the coin flip. Let's see how this match is going for us. So, that's an awful starting hand. No basic Pokemons on our hand. That's pretty bad. By the looks of it, we're playing against Charizard. I do feel like this is either going to be Charizard or it's going to be the Ancient Dark-type Pokemon deck. We're going to see this in a moment. Let's actually see what he's playing. Once I see what he's playing, I know what we're up against. Sure. We do have Latias there. Again, kind of awful starting hand right there. Alright, is he gonna play number one? Yes, he is. Okay, sure. Yes, we're playing against Charizard, guys. As expected, we are up against this bad boy right there. Let's go with Pokepad. We're gonna throw ourselves a Dreepy onto the field. We do have Hilda. We do have Ultra Ball. We're gonna end our turn here and not do anything. Long time ago that I have seen Mew EX, to be honest. Has been a very long time. Let's see how he's handling this situation. Artson. This is going to be actually kind of useful for us. And we're going to be able to search in the next turn also for a basic Pokemon which doesn't have a rule box. For example, Dreepy, right? So that's nice. Or we could set up a possible Duskull. He's trying to set up Pidgeot EX, of course, for the searching ability to search any card from his deck. So this is going to be very troublesome. If he does play Charizard, he's going to be able to hit himself with all the energy required. The good thing is Budew is going to prevent him from using Rare Candy the next turn. Okay, Duskull right there. We're going to use the ability, of course. Bring ourselves another Dreepy onto the field. Like so. Let's actually go with Hilda right there. Grab ourselves these bad boys. And then, of course, utilize the ability. We're going to grab ourselves a Psychic Energy as well. Throwing that one onto him. Retreat. Put you up to the front. And we're going to use the Itchy Pollen. So it's not going to be able to actually utilize any item cards. So we're not going to face Charizard just yet. Ideally, the next turn, we're going to hit Mew and one-shot his Pidgey as well. If he doesn't evolve it now. That's going to be the most valuable play. We're not going to be able to damage or kill his Charmander unless we draw Duskull's stage 1. That would be definitely. Or we draw Havalucha. That could also be very valuable. Let's see what he's going to do in this situation. Since he's not going to be able to evolve, it doesn't really matter for us. We're not going to face Charizard here. Another Pidgey right there. Okay. Charmander is going to be able to defeat our Budew, of course. I feel like this was the most silly mistake he could have done, because he does see we do have Dragapult on the field. So now he basically lost all possible chances of actually winning this turn. So we're going to supply ourselves with energy. We're going to use the ability first before evolving. We do have another Dragapult. Oh, this is just beautiful, guys. Beautiful. All right, we're going to use Artson again. Throw ourselves another one onto the field. Another Draglock right there. Come on, bro. Like so. Using the ability again. Whoa, nice. This one we're gonna keep on our hands just in case. Let's actually finish this guy, and you know what? Let's throw one on him. Lovely setup. Two Pokemon hit with one attack. That's why I do actually love Dragapult. It's unfortunately a Pokemon card which literally everyone plays at the moment. So the good thing is, if we're able to draw boss's orders. Oh, he has Pidgeot EX. Okay. Wait a minute. Charmander has 70. Right. He plays Charmander. So what we're going to do now is, so we kept Havalucha on the hand. So what we're going to do is next turn, we're going to play Havalucha, use the flying entry, hit both of his Charmanders actually, and then finish one of them off using our Dragapult. This is going to be the best possible play, I guess. Unless obviously he evolves the turn after, then he's going to be able to play Charizard. As far as I remember, Charizard wouldn't be able to one-shot our Dragapult EX. He's going to do a lot of damage, but he's not going to be able to one-shot us. I do think, as far as I remember per price card taken... Oh, Iono. Oh, that one hit us bad. Maybe we do have Pokegear? Yeah, kind of tough. Lily's Determination is going to be good. Jamming Tower is also good. Artson lets us place a Pokemon directly onto our bench, which we do not want. We want a Pokemon on our hand, which is going to be Havalucha. So, yeah, we need to see how we can deal with this. He actually did a very good counter now, since he played Iono and actually kind of messed our turn a little bit up. But it doesn't really matter. I do feel like we're able to recover from this quite well. Regardless, we still have a Pokemon which we can take down this turn, which would be Relar. So let's see. Okay, he's ending his turn. Sure. We do have Iono. You know what? Let's give us another Dreepy. Like so. He does have 6 cards on his hand. Lily's Determination is going to be better for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw her onto the field. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. He actually conceded. GG. And we've won. Alright, so that was the deck which we wanted to show. Dragapult EX and Dusknoir. So here is the deck again. From the previous matchups of the past tournament. 172 participants within the tournament. Here is again the deck. Again, I'm exporting the deck list so you can copy it onto your clipboard down below in the video description. So yeah, this is going to be a very strong deck for a long while, I guess. With some optimizations here and there, this deck can probably even go a long way. Looking at his matchups, actually, let's quickly check this one out. Okay, so he actually won very tough deck, actually. Frostless Monkidori, this Pokemon right there. Extremely disgusting. Monit Goldengo Lunatone, current meta, one of my absolute favorite decks. I actually do love Goldengo and his ability to do a lot of damage. Crustle, a deck which I rarely play. I see it very often, especially nowadays. We see one tie. This one was most likely due to both of them being very close to the final or the top cut. So essentially they said, let's just tie. And then all of the other ones, he just dominated the entire tournament. Left and right. He did lose once again against Frostlass. Again, Frostlass, very tough to actually defeat. Lost here again. So 2 losses against the same deck. And won everything else. So extremely strong deck. Very strong, very fun to play. If you know how to set up Dragapult and get it on the field early, right? Getting out Dracloak, dropping your Dusclops or Dusknoirs early as well. interrupting early on with Budew, you're actually setting yourself up for a guaranteed win in most scenarios. Unless you're going against Ence Zorak, who has extreme luck and just one-shots your Draglogs every single turn. But yeah, we're going to forget about all of that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. Until next time.